that is being called to question this morning. Now, my question is this. Have some men, or is it the society now, have they made marriage the prize for women? A few days ago, in fact, since this week, right? Since Sunday till yesterday evening, right? Almost every time I was going out and getting to the office and going back home, I seem to be having experiences that place men and women in uncomfortable scenarios and having men and women argue. In fact, I didn't even realize this until the end of my day yesterday, after I got to watch the Barcelona Inter Milan match, which, by the way, is probably the best match I have seen this season in the UEFA Champions League. It has to be said. That match was so impressive, right? They were telling, in fact, you know what, let me hold myself before I get carried away. So, once again, have some men made marriage the prize for women? Prize. So let's start off. What is a prize? Right? Now, the Oxford Languages and obviously everybody's favorite friend these days, Google, says a prize is something given as a reward to the winner of a competition or in recognition of an outstanding achievement. Let me say that again. A prize is a thing given as a reward to the winner of a competition or in recognition of an outstanding achievement. So that means if men or if women are seeing marriage as a prize, it means the woman must have done something outstanding, must have competed with other women, and so for her outstanding efforts, she is now going to receive marriage. Does that make sense to you? Well, if I go by that definition, it seems to be the very same way some men in this country are acting and carrying on. A man was visibly upset. Hey, this woman talked to me anyhow. I don't like him. Is she even married? I'm very sure she's not married. Now, because of her character dynamic, they never marry him. And I was transfixed to my position when I heard him utter that. I turned and looked at him. And it was, when there's the same way you have red mist all over your eyes. He was angry. He was incensed. His ego had been taken a hit. He was vexed. He was fuming at the mouth. Why? Why would she talk to me like that? Does she know who I am? We like that line a lot. Does she know who I am? I'm very sure she's not married, because if she was married, she wouldn't be talking to a man like that. Yeah, if she's not married, this is the reason why she's not married. In fact, because of this thing, no man will marry her. So when exactly did marriage become the prize? And what exactly is the prize, really, to be married? We see it in society these days. I have experienced it. I said this about 4 or 5 years ago when I was looking for an apartment. We had a full-on conversation about this. How single women are marginalized when they get into the real estate market to look for an apartment. They land and say, no, they don't want single girls. So where should the single girls stay? On the roofs? In a chair forest? Or Rashi River? Or they should all move to Element Petrochemical and be helping us to refine crude oil. Does that even make sense to you? Do you see how we have in our society so brainwashed ourselves that we seem not to be bothered about the next person because she's a female? But many of these landlords, they have daughters, they probably have nieces and sisters. But they always forget. It's like he switches off sometimes. And so the reward for a woman in this country, the reward for being either a virgin, the reward for being either studious, the reward for being either a good girl or in some cases a baddie, because the men these days are looking for the kind of women that can, blow their minds when it comes to romps in the bedrooms. So they're looking for baddies that wear mini skirts, baddies that wear show belay, baddies that will come and do twerk, baddies that will come and when they cook, you go, ha! I can't understand what's going on. They want baddies. So basically, we have a generation of women, and we're apparently teaching a generation of women that for you to live a successful life in Nigeria, you must be married. That is the prize. We even teach our children. Is this how you're going to do in your husband's house? Don't get me wrong. I think it's a fantastic thing to inculcate morals, decency, responsibility, and dignity in every child. But I cannot, in all my years as a Nigerian, even me growing up, I never heard my father or my mother says, is this how you're going to do when you get married? They never told me that. What I remember my mother always whispering and hammering down my head when she was teaching me how to cook, when she was teaching me how to wash clothes, when she was teaching me how to wash plates, when she was teaching me how to go and make things happen in my own personal space is, I need you to be ready should in case you need to do this on your own. You need to be prepared. The responsibility starts with you. You should be prepared. That's what was taught to me. Nobody told me, we want you to make sure you know how to roast ball and fish so you can get married. So as I opened the phone line this wonderful, wonderful Wednesday morning, it is this broadcaster's view that we seemingly have weaponized marriage so that women who are not married are insulted, denigrated, treated as second class. In fact, even women who were married but got divorced or even lost their husbands and became widows are now relegated to one corner. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your conversation station.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeriainfo FM. Nigeriainfo, let's talk.
Nigeriainfo.
017-923-0002, 0817923-0007, 0817923-0002, 0817923-0007. At Nigeriainfo PH, at Nigeriainfo PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X at Nigeriainfo PH, at Nigeriainfo PH. This morning, ladies and gentlemen, I'm asking the question about marriage, weaponized marriage. Yes. And the question still remains, should you choose to accept it and answer it, good people of God? Have some men made marriage the prize for women? So if a woman doesn't do right by you, don't marry her. If a woman doesn't meet your standard, don't marry her. If a woman doesn't greet you or lie down on the ground, you will not get married. Yes, because marriage is the ultimate prize. WhatsApp is 0809-030-6416, 0809-030-6416. Now, this came in from Juice Corner. Let me read this because it's part of this conversation. It says, to all modern and or educated mind, gender disparity has no place. That's not to ignore the fact that there are cultural fanatics hanging around us. In such cases as the one you shared today, where the tricycle driver is a cultural fanatic and in error on one hand, the apparent lady's victim had to show safety orientation to say, okay, sorry, excuse my left. Thereafter, the god of violence is defeated hands down. Michael Okperikpe Rumukalagbo. This one says, good morning. Let her use her right hand and pay it. It will not take anything out of her. So in my response, right, I need to respond to this. Would it do anything or take anything from him if he received the money from her left hand? Once again, I say ask, if she was paying 10,000 naira instead of 200 naira for that ride, would she have the same opposition? I don't know. All right. This one here says, good morning. Yes and yes, please. Let us be Nigerian and be African as well. Marriage is the prize for both men and women. Our society frowns against people who do not embrace the wholesome nature of marriage. You are not part of the community in full if you do not pass through the rites of marriage. In my community, there are age grades for certain things. There are certain traditional practices that boys, when you get to 13 or 15, will do. And then when you are a man from 2025, we expect you to get married. If you're not married, then you cannot be fully part of our culture. Marriage is a prize for being in a community in Africa. So yes, marriage is the prize. Okay, all right, thank you very much. No name there. I wonder why. All right, this one says, marriage is not a reward for good behavior. Neither is it a reward for keeping your virginity, your beauty, being able to cook, or for being the best prayer warrior. I'll say this anyway. If I didn't marry my husband, I'd gladly have remained unmarried. I dated, but there was nobody I was interested in marrying till my husband came. Can you imagine? And yes, the guys I dated were also intelligent, single, and faithful. No man could use marriage as a carrot or stick to control me because I didn't care what people had to say. To demonstrate how much I don't care, I got married and there are people who still don't know, despite the fact that it's a double-digit years now that I'm married. If I cared, when I got married, the news would have been everywhere. And then I've been making Facebook posts and IG videos trying to pepper my haters that said I cannot marry to show them that my God passed them. Anonymous. Okay. So one person is saying marriage is not the prize. Another person is saying marriage is the prize because in our culture, for you to be part of us, you must be married. We'll be back.
You are tuned in to
Nigeriainfo. We'll be right back.
I think, and the conversation is steered towards that notion, after, several interactions and most notably in the past few days, which is brought me here. I think that people, or maybe it's our society, has weaponized marriage. And so my question is, have some men made marriage the prize for women? The first message I read said, yes, we need to be married. If you're not married in a society, you will not feel belong. The other person said, no, marriage is not the prize. Marriage cannot be the prize. But what say you?
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeriainfo FM. Nigeriainfo, let's talk.
With Jude on 92.3 Nigeriainfo.
92.3 Nigeriainfo. Zion is on the line from GRA. Good morning to you, please.
Yeah, Mr. Jude, good morning.
Welcome.
In the book of Genesis, chapter 2, go and read from verse 20 down. The Bible says that for this reason, some versions say, for this cause, a man shall leave his father and mother and cleave to something else. That is his wife. The Bible also stated, it is not good for a man to be alone. That is the only reason a man, God created woman. So the hallmark of a woman's life, our achievement, our existence, our protocols, or whatever, is marriage.
The Bible, wait, hold on. Hold on. And it's a good thing we're all having this conversation. People can hear us. So this line I've heard several times, and some of the women who are listening to us have probably heard it as well. It is not good for a man to be alone. But it never stated anywhere, Mr. Zion, right, that it is a crime for a woman or for a man to be alone. It never said so.
God said it is not good for a man to be alone.
God never said it is not bad. It is not bad. Neither did God say it is a crime for you to be alone.
If it's a crime, my brother, it's a crime for you to be alone.
God never said so. No.
God don't need to say it.
No. If we're saying that everything that we want to do has to be based on what God said, it is never stated in the Bible that you should be alone. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, in the New Testament, all right, it said that some have been called to set themselves aside. They set themselves aside.
Okay. Go ahead, I'm listening to you.
So if some people decide to set themselves aside and not get married, there's no crime in not marrying.
They set themselves to do what? To do what? To set yourself aside to do what?
For whatever reason.
To worship in the temple.
Okay.
To carry out activity that pleasant to God.
Okay.
To keep yourself for a reason. These ones you want to speak for that are keeping that told you or they perceive or you feel they want to keep themselves. Are they keeping themselves for something reasonable? Go and check their bags. You will see dildos inside there in the middle of the night. They bring it out.
So wait, hold on.
Why are we fooling ourselves?
No, wait, hold on. So let's assume that they have those paraphernalias for their enjoyment. Is it still a crime? Is it still to be alone? It is a hold on, Zion. So you are saying that it is a crime, right? That now for a Nigerian woman, it is important that she gets married. If she's not married, if a man is not married, they have not fulfilled their mission on earth. Is that what you're saying?
Even the mother will be up to this not married. The family people will be angry. In fact, go and check. How come when you see a woman looking beautiful, looking standard is working. The first thing people look is our left finger. Is there a wedding ring there?
Which is hold on. Which is why maybe the definition or the description of this conversation is apt. Why should you be looking for the ring on the woman's finger?
That is what God has provisioned her to be.
To be a wife.
In America of recent, the president said we officially have two
genders.
The male and the
female. No problem.
Are you seeing the principle?
Okay.
See, it is a chronology. There is a time in your life you must get married. If that age comes and there is no finger on your ring, shake that person very well. He or she have a serious problem or a problem in shaping the person. These are the truth we will not tell ourselves because we are benefiting from this criminal arrangement.
Wait, hold on. Zion, I'm sorry. Wait, Zion, I need to say this, right? Because it seems that you are making an overtly generalized notion about people who are not married because you feel that they are probably having sexual congress, outside their marriage. There are people who are not married who are not engaged in coitus. There are people who are not married who, in fact, detest the notion. There are people who are not married because they don't even want to be in the same room with somebody. So when you say that because you're not married, it is a crime. It is what?
Is that not God?
It's a disorder.
Your creator told you it is not good for a man to be alone.
By going by that same book, it is still in that same book that it is never written that it is a crime to not be married. JJ is on the line from Rumigbo. JJ, good morning to you.
Yeah, Jude, I meet you this morning.
Welcome.
Jude, I want to remind you that you're holding us one discussion.
Yeah.
Yes. About a guy that wants to take a girl out and the girl was demanding transport. Go through your files. You remember?
I think I do now.
You promised to bring it back. We are interested in the matter. That said, if men should marry, what about our senior bros in the Vatican?
Well, according to the last caller, JJ, he said those people have kept themselves aside to worship and to serve God. So it's okay.
They are not obeying the God based on what he claimed the Bible says.
No, but the Bible also says that some people have set themselves aside. So they have set themselves aside for worship.
What I'm trying to say in essence is, do you remember a guy called the Meji Bankole?
Oh, yes. Former speaker,
right?
Yes.
Do you also remember at the time when he was Speaker of House of Reps, some women protested in the National Assembly?
Oh, that's true. Yes.
One woman thinks she cannot control 1,000 men. That is important. Our culture, our people, attached to marriage. For me, as a person, even though I've drawn your attention to that protest, I want to tell you that I am not the one that sponsored that protest. I want to also tell you I want to also tell you that he also have a right to either marry or not marry. It's just a choice, for goodness sake. Oh, Uncle Jude, when will you marry? Not mind them all. Not mind them all. But if you know it's something you want to do, you better do it now. Because when you day 50, begin to cry for night, tomorrow you'll be so useless.
So, JJ, let me ask you. Okonkwo is standing by in Rumukuta. JJ, do you think that men in this country have now made marriage the prize for women?
I think so. Even I know so. Because, dude, by the time you marry now, the way your office they treat you before, not be so they go treat you when you get married. If they won't call you for emergency show, they need to call you on time online before they just say, Jude, come. JJ is not coming on this floor. Come and take it. They won't do it like that again because they know you are now double. But when you are not married, they treat you anyhow. That's just the society we live. There's nothing you can do about it. More questions.
Thank you very much. Okonkwo is on the line from Rumukuta. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Brother Jude.
Welcome, please.
Yes. Brother Jude, are you aware if my daddy and my mommy or your daddy and your mommy were not have married or come together as husband and wife, do you know that there wouldn't have been anybody like Mr. Jude and Mr. Okonkwo?
There's a possibility.
That's number one. Number two, are you aware that in the Holy Bible of the Almighty God, 1 Timothy chapter 3 from verse 1, there God says that somebody that is not married should not be a bishop.
Bishop, yeah, it shouldn't be a bishop. Doesn't mean the person cannot function in society now. There are other roles to play in society.
No, I'm talking of getting to a higher level.
Yes.
Thank you. Number three, across the world, is there any married person that was made a president?
I will check that out. So let me wait, hold on. Just give me a minute.
Was there any person that was not married that was made Senate president? Is there any person that is not married that was made a headmaster or a principal of a secondary school or a vice chancellor? So the person is for we to go. There was one of the callers that said, let us just subject to the order of God. In Genesis 2:24, for this reason shall a man. And that word reason, I want to interpret it. That word for this reason meant because I have made men and women, they should come together as husband and wife. Those separating themselves to be holy, they do that on their own personal decision and law. But if we follow the natural and moral...
Let me ask you, you've not answered the question. The question is, have we now made it like a must for people to get married? Women, that if a woman doesn't marry, we feel that that woman is not worthy of respect. Is that what we have done in this country right now?
Yes, Brother Jude.
Okay, all right. Yes, that's all I needed to hear. Daniel is on the line from Imo Gate. We have Thompson in Port Harcourt. Daniel, good morning to you, please.
Good morning, my brother Jude.
Welcome, please.
Yes, marriage is for companionship. Let me answer your question. If, apart from those who want to serve God at that capacity, if that person, a woman, a man, not just will look at it, that person, kind of irresponsible human being. I know you may not be okay with this answer.
No, but it's fine. It's fine. It's part of the conversation.
Yes, that person. Okay, you go to the book of Timothy, where the Bible says, for you to be a bishop, a deacon, that you must be a man that, that handles his family very well. That is a married man. From what others have come from their own angle, which means if you cannot manage your own household very well, you can't come to church as a deacon and begin to play leadership role or as a pastor. Apart from these people that I said, I want to serve God so that my children will not distract me from the capacity in which I want to serve God. Apart from those ones, in any way you see a man, a woman, up to 40, 50, no matter how beautiful, how elegant, how educated or whatever, something is missing in that person's life.
Thompson in Port Harcourt, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning, please.
Dude, I will go from the second to the last caller. He asked a very interesting question. And there you also cited Bankole case where the women portrayed. You know why? Because it is likely to say that, it is likely this, like, such positions, or when a man is perceived to be married, the man is capable of handling responsibility, or the man is responsible. Now, responsible in this sense connotes that the man is responsible to responsibilities, the man can protect, the man can provide, and the man can coordinate.
Okay.
That is why in some churches there are level of position you cannot attain
if you're not married.
except married.
Okay. All right.
I was really keen that you check it online, probably whatever archives you want to check, to see if you can find a president that is not married.
I have.
You have?
Yes, and I'll tell you, keep going, Thompson. Don't worry, continue.
After I finish my point.
Yes.
What am I trying to say? Now, in this part of our world, your level of responsibility or responsiveness, it is tied to if you are married. Even if that is why you see we call our honorable members, those in our legislative houses, honorable. Even if when they don't behave honorably, we still call them honorable. Why? Because of the position they don't occupy. Now, to crown it all, marriage is a good thing. Marriage gives you, just as David said, I'm a consultant. There are levels of job you apply for. Your marital status is a criteria for you getting that job. Yeah, good. So that's to say, there are certain kinds of jobs they will not give to you because of your status. Marriage is a good thing. And I pray that everyone that desires...
Once again, Thompson, I did not say marriage is the bad thing. Neither is this conversation geared at discouraging people from getting married. But the question is, have we now weaponized marriage? Have we now made it look like marriage is the ultimate prize for a woman in this country? That's what I want to find out from you.
No. You see, it is perspective. It is perspective. Somebody said in this show that marriage is for companionship. It is more than that. It is because you cannot. This thing cannot be narrowed down to saying that because of it is like this for Jude, so it is like this. It should be like this for Thompson. No.
Okay.
No, it shouldn't be like that. It is perspective. Even if when you want to make it like that, you will see persons disagreeing to it.
All right, Thompson, thank you very much. Ezekiel from Ubunini, I'm going to give you 1 minute so I can read all the plenty messages here. Go on very quickly, Ezekiel.
Good. Not only a woman should have a marriage as a prize, but a man or man. Because marriage is what qualifies every human being on earth.
As what now?
Responsible.
Oh, so wait. So if you are not married, you are not responsible. Partially. Wow.
Yes. Dude, let me clear this.
Very quickly.
Dude, are you aware that if a man or a woman is above his or her age of marriage, people will be looking such person as irresponsible? Are you aware of that?
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Ezekiel. Let me read these messages. All right. A lot of them are coming through. Now, before I read those messages, because at the back of my head, I knew I had come across this information a while ago. Now, please listen to this. All right. Listen to this. James Buchanan was the president who never got married. Listen. He never got married. So that means he was elected president of the United States of America. He was not married. He didn't even stop there. He did not even stop there. Because among the 49 now, individual men who have served as president of the United States, 9 of them were incumbent as single men. 9 of them. So what is this notion that if you are not married, you are irresponsible? Once again, who are the irresponsible men? Who are your senators, your CPOs, your IGPs, your former governors' wives? Right? Your Senate presidents who have at one point in time been accused of fraudulent activities, the members of staff of EFCC and NDLEA, are these people not married men and married women? Why are they not responsible? Please. Why? Is it the married pastors? Is it the married imams? Is it the married principals or the teachers who defile children? Are these not married men? So where is the yardstick that once you get married, you become automatically responsibility just grows in years. Apparently he doesn't. I beg your pardon. Anyway, what do I know? All I know is that these days they are throwing marriages at girls' faces. If you do any now, I'm not going to marry you. The girl starts to shake. Weaponized marriage, ladies and gentlemen. But hey, I'll stop here because I have to give somebody 25,000 naira on one play. Hopefully, it will not be a single person so that they will not say Jude is giving money to irresponsible Rivers youths.